Ad Library Teardown, where we rank brands from zero to ecom hero, is OSEA. So let's take a look at how this clean beauty brand stacks up against the rest. As a reminder, we're looking at 4 core variables, asset types, frameworks, hooks, and iterations as we scroll through these accounts. And right off the bat, you'll likely see that the majority of these assets are video based. Actually, 92% of the assets within this account are video based. Now, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I'm going to circle back at the end of the video to answer that question and explain why I think it could be a threat to the overall scalability within this account. But first, I want to start with what OSEA is doing an incredible job with, which are hooks and iterations. This asset is an amazing example of hooks. You see a text-based hook that speaks to a very specific use case of the product. You see a strong image and visual-based hook. And then if you actually play this asset, it's reinforced by a verbal hook that really draws you in and makes you want to watch more. And this is something that you'll see OSEA is repeating throughout their strategy. Strong headlines reinforced with strong imagery really make you want to watch these videos. And that kind of leads us to another thing that they're doing well, which are iterating on high performing frameworks. And one of the highest performing frameworks within beauty and cosmetics is the application framework. So let's take a look at what that looks like. You'll see the application framework really relies on showcasing product on skin. And this is something that you'll see really across the industry. What's cool about what OSEA is doing is they're layering in product features throughout this as well. And then in this other example, they're also layering in statistics. So statistics are a great way to really show the viability of a product within beauty and cosmetics. You'll see this repeated a lot as well. So OSEA is doing a great job of leaning into some of these strong performing frameworks and in utilizing them throughout their strategy. But what happens if people don't see that information because they don't watch the video? This is where the threat of asset types comes back into the conversation. Strong video assets are only strong if people watch the video. And that is why you'll see a lot of beauty brands, especially in the cosmetic space, utilize statics and motion graphics as a way to more quickly convey information. So that is one reason that is a threat, is that some of the customers might not even be seeing the strong value props that OSEA is calling out in these assets. The other reason that it is a threat is that it limits Meta's ability to place assets in front of people who engage with different formats. Meta knows who's watching videos, who's clicking on statics, and who's clicking on motion graphics. If you don't have those in your strategy, you're limiting yourself. So that is the main threat to OSEA's strategy. If I were in their shoes, I would look at brands like Ilia Beauty. I'd look at brands like Ritual, who do a great job of utilizing statics to convey that information. And I think that balance of frameworks, or asset types rather, would do a lot to further boost the strategy. So overall, looking at a summary of what we just spoke about, OSEA really has the biggest opportunity in asset types. In my opinion, way too dependent on video. Within frameworks, they're doing a great job of hooking users and iterating within the application product feature framework. But I really, again, think that these can be broken out into different asset types to further those framework tests and really highlight what's performing best. So getting into the final grand reveal, where does OSEA stack up from zero to ecom hero? OSEA is doing a nice job. They're at 6.1. All of that room for opportunity really lies within the asset types. I think if they diversified into more statics and motion graphics, they would see success continue to take off within that account. So nice job, OSEA, and we look forward to seeing how you continue to grow and scale. Next week on Ad Library Teardown, we'll be doing it all over again. We'll see you then.